Hey, this is Ayush. Today we are going to continue building our ChatGPT clone. So let's get started. First of all, let me start my server. So nodemon index.js. Now it started at port 8000. So let's go to that port. Here I'm going to just reload it. Now you can see that we are having these three cards. Inside them, we are going to make the options today. So yeah, you can see we are going to make these three things. Then the input box, then the footers. Okay, let me inspect this thing. And the height of this option is 64 pixel. Okay, in my style.css I'm going to just paste the following yeah, this thing to complete the stylings here. So if I save this, go back, reload it, now you can see that if I go here and not this inspect. Okay, let's inspect this one. Now the options you can see like this. Okay, so they are coming. Okay, that's nice. So the next thing I'm going to do is the background color. Okay, so the background color of this is okay. So let's take this thing here. So the background color is in fact this thing, I think. So let's give this here and a semicolon here. Save this and let's give it a random choice. Like let's give it this one. Let's save this. Okay, and let's go back here, reload it. So um no, we are not able to see the things as they're walking. So let's give this yeah a touch and let's give it. Okay, let me just do like this. And in the HSL, I'm going to just okay. Now, if I reload here, now you can see that like this, we are getting the output now. One more thing is there. We are having some spaces between them, right? So we need to take care of that as well. For that I'm going to just give it 90% width because they are like overlapping each other. So let me just reload now you can see something like this we are able to get. Now we are going to just 90% something, I think. Okay, let's give it 97%. Let's reload it. Now you can see something like this. Next thing we are going to do is border radius. So let's give it a border radius of 60 pixels. Yeah, let's give 60 pixels and let's reload it. Not this much. Let's give 20 pixel only. Now let's reload it. Yeah, now you can see something like this. Now I think the border radius is even less. So let's give it only 10 pixels. Now let's reload it. Now you can see we're getting the things in a clear way. Okay. So let us give it the width around. Okay, let's take the width from here as well. So if I take the width from here, 230.66. So let's give that here 230.66 pixels. Let's save this thing here. Go back, reload it. Now you can see something like this. Now we are going to give all of them a margin left. So let's give them margin left 20 pixels. Let's save this. Go back, reload it. And you can see that yeah, it's looking good. Now what we are going to do, okay, let's increase the margin top to be 20 pixel. Okay, now you can see it's coming more clear. Now we are going to give the text at the respective card. So let's copy the first one, copy this thing here, go back in the index.html. We are going to go to the first option and give this thing here, reload it. Let us see what we'll get here. Now what we are going to do is display flex here, and after that we are going to give the align item center and then the justify content center. Okay, let's save this thing like this. Okay, now we are going to give it color white. Let's save this thing here. Now you can see something like this. but it's coming in a different way. So let us see why is that coming. Let's give text align center. Yeah, now it's working, and now it's working and looking good. So let's take the font size as well as the color. So I think the font size may be less. Let's give the font size. Okay, let's take a try and give it a font size. Font size, I think 15 pixel may be fine. Let's save this and go back. So if I go here, now also let me give like 13 pixel, 13 pixel. Okay, now you can see. Now let's take the color. So the color is something like, I think so, that color. So where is that? Um, okay, so let's copy up this color here. I think so. No, not this one. Okay, let's go here in the options and the color. Okay, so the color, in the place of the color we're going to give it something like gray. Okay, let's give it some gray. Let's save this thing here, and now let's see what we'll get. uh no, not like this. I think the font size 15 was even good. Okay, now you can see it's looking good. Now we're going to give this same thing. Okay, let's do the same. Copy this. Now the work is even easier. Now we can do it here, paste it. Now with the same thing we are going to go here as well, copy this, go here and paste it. Now let us go back to the website and reload. Now you can see it's looking beautiful. And yeah, our example card is made. Now about the capabilities. So okay, let's give it some hover effect as well, because that's also in the chat gpt. So um let's give it a cursor pointer and dot option over, and we are going to just change the background color to something like dark. So let's copy this here and paste it here. Now we're going to give it some darkness. So okay, let's save this. What's the color at this point? Okay, it's like absolutely black, I think so. So let's give it background color black. Let's save this here and let's go back so you can see like this. But black is also not, like, let's give it something less black, like this, only this much. Let us save this. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah, I think that's okay. That's, yeah, that's okay now. Now the next thing is capabilities. The same, okay, in the capabilities we are not going to do that. So let's add an extra class here. So okay, the class is going to be E. So all here as well, here as well, E. Now in the E we are going to give a hover effect. Now let's reload it. Now not at this point, and in the E only I'm going to give the cursor pointer. So this I'm going to just take it here. Now I'm going to just reload here. Now you can see how we are getting these. Now the next thing is capabilities. So we are going to just copy and paste the things. Let's copy this here. Now let's go here, reload it. Okay, let's paste it here only. Let's save this, copy it. Okay, let's go here and let's paste it here. Now let's take the last one and copy this, and now we're going to paste it here. Okay, I think that's done. The second one is also done. So let's reload. Now you can see capabilities is done. Now the limitation is left. So capabilities is done. We have three cards here. Example is also done. Now about the limitations. So let's do the same thing. Copy this and paste it here. Paste. Copy this. Copy this. And we're going to paste it here. Reload it. Now, if I go back, okay, now you can see our this ChatGPT model is like 90% complete. Okay, why I'm saying 90% because everything is done. The cards are made and they're looking beautiful. The ChatGPT title, the new chat button, other buttons, and now only one thing is left, and that's the input box here. Input box, and then there is a footer with some text. Okay, so let's make that. For making that, we are going to just okay. Let me tell you one thing. This is a text area, right? This is a text area. I'm not telling the lie, but it's a text area. And yeah, how they designed it, I'm just amazed of that. Is the text area. Let us see. So in the text area, they are given something like overflow hidden and okay, row one. Okay, so let me try one thing here. After this all, like after the options, if I just close this one and option container this one, or even after the content, and then this whole sidebar also, let me close that. And no, inside the content, I'm going to just make that. Okay, so in the after the option container, we're going to make the input box. Okay, input text. Okay, let me save this, go back here, and I'm just reloading that. But where is that? The options, let us see. Yeah, now if I press like shift plus enter, no, we can do that only in the text area. So let us just exclude this from here. Now let's make a dot input container. Okay, so let's make an input container. In the input container, we are going to first give the input box, and then we are going to give the what we say that footer. Okay, with some text. So let's give it like dot input container, inside which we are going to give the input of text. We're going to give a class that is going to be input, and after that an svg that we're going to go that we are going to just explore later. But right now we have our input container input text. Now okay, let's try to make that. So first of all, in the input container, I'm going to just take the input container here. Now let's do it. So first of all, let me see what is the width of the container. If I go back, reload it, and see the width of the container. Okay, at this place, let's minimize it here, and let us see what's the width of the container. Input container, right? So this input container is only of this much width. I'm not getting why is that so. Okay, so uh, okay, so let's give it like width of 80%. Let's save this, go back, reload, and let us see what we'll get. Now this input container is of width 80%, and how is it looking like? It's looking like oh, okay. Okay, so let's why is that so? Like we are not able to just fix it. Okay. Now the input container you can see is of width this much, but we need the okay, we need the width of this whole card. Okay, we need the width of the 48 rem, right? So we are going to just give it 48 rem. Save this, go back here, reload it. Now starting from here, the card is of width how much? Okay, the width of the card, not this is the input container. So where's the card? Where's that container? Input container. So let's take this input container. Yeah, you can see the input container. Now we are going to give this input container some stylings, and we are going to just modify this a little bit. So now we are going to give the margin top, and the margin top is going to be like let's give 100 pixels. Yeah, 100 pixels. Then next thing, okay, we are having like the background none. So what we're going to do is we are going to just what now I think so nothing can be done. Let's save this. No, one more thing, let's do it. So because we are having the footer as well, so we are going to just give it display flex and flex direction. Okay, flex direction. I'm going to give a column. Okay, so that's done. Now this much is required in this part. So let's give it here. Okay, so let's give the width as well. So width is about 48 rem. Let me save this and go back here. Now in the console, okay, in this here, in this we are going to just select this input box, and in this we are going to give a display flex. Sorry, by mistake that was okay. Let's give it flex, and we are going to align the item center, justify content center, and now the second. Okay, now something. Okay, now let's go to the input box only. In the input box, we are going to give like what we can give width 48. Okay, let's give width 100%. So okay, this much. Then the height 30 pixels. Let's see. Let's give some much 35 pixels. And yeah, background let's give none. No, none. Okay. And then we are going to give the border none. Outline, let's give the outline none. Now let's take this color. Let us see what color it is. So here's a color. So what is the color? The color is let us see. Mm, not getting that. What's the color? No, not this one. Okay, I have a trick for that. Let us go here. Let us select this one. Let us have our okay, let's select this thing. Um let's select this, not this one even. Let's give it examples, capabilities. Okay, let's go to the text. Okay, let's select this thing here. So we're going to just take this here. Let us see what's the color. So we're going to just copy this color. Let's copy up this thing, and we are going to okay, first of all okay, never mind. Okay, in the content we are having our input container. Where is the input container? Yeah, there is an input container. And inside the input we are having our input, and here we are going to give the background color to this. Okay, let's press enter, and now you can see something like this coming. Now one more thing, the border radius. So let's give the border radius 20 pixels, 10 pixels, What happened just? Okay, let us see. I think the height is something more. So let's increase the height. Okay, so let's give this some color, and let's give the color of white, and let's give color white. Then we are going to give the font size, and that's going to be 17 pixels. Okay, let's hit enter, and now you can see. Okay, now you can see something like this. Okay, now one more thing we're going to give, and that's going to be padding. Not padding only, but the padding is going to be from the left position. Padding left 2 pixels. So let us see how is that looking. No. Okay, so let's give it almost 10 pixels. Let us see. Now, yeah, now you can see how is it coming on. Let's copy up this much of thing. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be amazing. Let's go to input box, paste this thing here, reload, and you can see that's amazing. Means you know what? This is in fact amazing. You can see our input box is just the same as this. Okay, so what's the padding? I think some much more. So let's give it rather than this to 15 pixels. So let us see then what happens. Okay, now this much, and here also this much. Okay, now that's equal. Now we are having this thing as well. So let's make this footer also. So how we are going to make this footer? For making this footer, we are going to make a footer class. So let me tell you how we are going to do that. For that, we are going to go inside this input, and in the input, you know what? In the dot input, let's make that dot input. I think dot input, and we're going to make the display to flex, and flex direction is going to be column. Okay, the flex direction is column, not in this. I think the flex direction I just gave row. So okay, at this place we're going to give row, and in the input container, inside the input container, we are going to make dot footer. Let's make this footer, and dot footer. We're going to make the width of 100%. Sorry, width 100%, and then we're going to make the width 100%. Yeah, that's width 100%. So okay, so let's give some text here. Okay, one more thing, text align center. Let's give this a text align center here, and we are going to just copy this here. Copy this. Now we are going to paste it here. Okay, we're going to paste it here, and one more thing, let me do. The color is going to be gray. Gray. Some darkness. 100. Okay, let's save this and go back. That's not looking as same as this. The font size is even smaller. So font size 12 pixels. So let's give it 12 pixels. Save this. Go back. 13 pixel. Now you can see. I think that's enough. So let's give it display flex and align item center, justify content center, and let's remove the text align center, and let us see. So let's increase the width to 120 percent. Okay, let's increase the width, and let us give some margin left to be margin left minus 100 pixels. Let's save this. No, not this much. Okay, 110. Okay, I think it's even smaller than that. So let us see what's the font size. The font size of this is, I think, font size 0.75 rem. Let's copy this thing here, and okay, let's go back here in the at this place, paste it. Okay, not this one, this one. Okay, now it's looking good. So let's remove this thing here, save this. Let's give it my margin left minus, let's give it something like minus 50 pixels. Okay, let's save this, go back. Now you can see. Now let's give it some margin top here as well. So we're going to give the margin top 20 pixels. Let's save this. So yeah, and now let's take the color. So the color is something like this. Okay, let's check this color. Okay, okay, not this one, this one. Okay, so check this out, guys. We are having ChatGPT designing model. Means we have just cloned it by using CSS designs, and you can see it's, you can say 99.99% equal to the original page of ChatGPT. Yeah, some differences are there, but yeah, then also this is absolutely, you know what, not absolutely, but at most is equal to this design of ChatGPT. Okay, so we are okay. One more thing is left. This is a, I think, hyperlink, right? So let's make this as a hyperlink. Okay, let's do that. For that, we are going to go here, and in at this place, we are going to just enclose it in between an a tag. So let's give it a tag, and in let's give this here, Control X, paste it, remove some space. Let's go back. See, now you can see something like this. But okay, we are going to do that. First is the color is going to be this only. Text decoration, let's give it to none. Okay, text decoration none. Let's save this now. Let's reload it. So now the color is coming like that, but let's give it some importance. Okay, let us see now. Is that working? No. So let's give it like this. Footer A, and then in the footers, that means the hyperlinks which are inside this container of footer, it will give this color. Now by giving the color, you can see we're done with that. Okay, we're done with that. So let's give a space from here as well. Let's reload. Okay, no spacing. Okay, let's give the that what we see that link. Okay, so let's copy the open link in new tab. Let's do that. Copy this here. Now we are going to go back and give it here. Let's save this, reload it. If I click here, this. Now we are supposed to give some space as well. So yeah, okay, so what we are going to do here. Okay, so let's give this dot outside the hyperlink, and now let us see. Yeah, now okay. So you can see that we have just cloned ChatGPT, and exactly the same we are getting that we want. So yeah, that's like almost the same clone of the ChatGPT. We just made that, and that's all done. We are having the sidebar with the new chat option, some icons here, some buttons. Then we are having the ChatGPT title. Then we are having example card, capabilities card, limitation card that is having some options here. And then we are having this input box with some footer at the end. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, see you.